Pain heals. Chicks dig scars. Glory lasts forever.
Caitlin Clark is her. She is the one with the motion. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Shout out to the 19. Shall we go? Let's go. If you may recall last year when Caitlin Clark at the All-Star Game, I believe it happened at the All-Star Game, and she made a passing comment about, hey, let's have the All-Star Game in Indy. Wish granted, Caitlin Clark. They knew they had to grant that wish. Boom, it is in Indy. And in seeing this article, one thing I did not realize, which is kind of wild to me when you think about Indianapolis and being a sports city and a lot of the things they've hosted over the years, they have never hosted a WNBA All-Star team. I mean, 12, now 13, max number of teams they've ever had. And Indy has never had an All-Star game. That is absolutely wild to me. And now, as you can see here, the governor, Governor Braun, has signed a bill giving WNBA tax breaks to host the All-Star game in Caitlin Clark's backyard. So the WNBA is going to get rewarded for making this decision, which is pretty cool. Now, this is the type of thing that's done for a lot of the major sports, the NFL, the NBA All-Star Game, things like that. Now they have added the WNBA to it. They can now access state and local tax breaks for the All-Star Game for related events in Indianapolis this summer, following a new law Governor Mike Braun has signed on Tuesday. So that's going to make bringing the game to Indy even cheaper for the WNBA. Now, as it says here, it's already allowed these tax exemptions on property revenues, expenses, and stuff for like the NFL, the Super Bowls there, the NCAA Men and Women's Final Four, NBA All-Star Game, which was actually held there last year. But the WNBA has not been part of that. So this allows that to happen. And the other thing that I said is absolutely wild. I don't know if you all heard that. I just realized I'm recording this with my window open to get some fresh air because it's not 20 degrees out. And a nice loud motorcycle went by. But anyway, but what was wild, I think is that the WNBA, it's the first time India has hosted this league's All-Star game. That is shameful, WNBA. I know you do a lot of things wrong, but this is simply unacceptable. Indianapolis hosts a lot of these big time sporting events because it's a great city for it. And of course, there will be the 3-point contest, which I'm sure this year Caitlin will be in. She's kind of what she's been waiting for, kind of why she turned down the NBA because she wanted to do it in Indy first. Also, of course, the skills challenge, that stuff on the 18th. And then the game on July 19th. So I thought this was really cool and worth talking about because, again, now, it wouldn't be an Indy if Caitlin Clark wasn't her, if Caitlin Clark wasn't in the league. I think we know that, but let's say it was. Let me know in the comments below how many of you think that this bill would have been signed giving the WNBA these tax breaks if it were not for Caitlin Clark. I'm going to say it would not have happened. That would be my guess based on everything else we've seen. But now they got to put a little respect on the WNBA because their hometown girl, Caitlin Clark, is involved, and she is the reason that they have the game in Indy. So I think that's about it. Yeah, I do want to see this. This is allowed to give you an idea. Allow the WNBA All-Star Game to take advantage of the same state tax exemptions that has been enjoyed by other marquee events, the ones we were talking about, that we have lured to Indiana that produce a strong economic impact. Now, I believe this does not include, things like, income, right? Like player income and things like that. Now, what is wild? Now I'm really going to be curious to what, it's always iffy how they figure these things anyway, but if it's figured the same way, we can still compare even if the number's not exact. It's going to be interesting to see because we're going to hear about it because of Caitlin Clark, what the economic impact is going to be in Indy for the WNBA All-Star Weekend. Because as you can see here, this is wild. 2024, last year's NBA All-Star Game generated $400 million for Indianapolis and Central Indiana, according to a report last year from Pacers Sports and Entertainment. That is wild. And being that Caitlin Clark is here now, Caitlin Clark is going to debut, I'm sure, in the three-point contest. I think I think it's going to be a huge, huge number for the WNBA. Everyone is going to want to be at this game. Everyone is going to want to be at the three-point contest, right? They're not just going to stroll in for the game the next day. They're going to be there for this three-point contest. It is going to be like the Oscars used to, right? Like when a summer tentpole movie would open and you'd have the premiere way back in the day. This is going to be something that matters. This is going to be on celebrities' social calendar, this WNBA All-Star Game. I think it's going to be nothing like anything that this league has seen ever. I am going to put, well, I don't think it'll be a betting option, but I'll let me rephrase it. I will go, if you're going to give me the over-under on the ratings, the TV ratings last year for the WNBA All-Star Game, which I believe was what, 3.44 million? Let me know if that's wrong in the comments below, but I believe it was 3.44 million. I'm going to go with the over. Now that Caitlin Clark has had an entire year, now that it's going to be in Indianapolis, now that she's going to be doing the three-point contest, now that most likely, knock on wood, fingers crossed, all, cross your heart, all that stuff, throw salt over your shoulder. Indianapolis, Indianapolis, it's in Indianapolis. Give me a break. The Indiana Fever, things going the way they are expected to go, should be a team vying for a top seed in the playoffs to make a playoff run at the time, which is just going to generate even more interest than it might have otherwise. So, anyway, I thought this was really cool. So, I'm going to leave it here. That's it. I'm not going to drag this one out. I do appreciate you checking this out. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. One, hey, you know what? Give me a number. You saw the NBA number. How much do you think it's going to generate economically for the city and the area? What do you think the TV ratings are going to be? And how? You know, I mean, since we're here, do you think Caitlin Clark wins the three-point shooting contest? Oh, and I'll leave one more for you. Now, look, there's a lot of people like, oh, the whole Indiana Fever team's going to be in the All-Star team. Don't forget, fan voting is only a part of it. So I'm not going to say how many of the Fever do you think are going to be on the All-Star team, although you can give me that too, but just keep that in mind. It's not all fans. But how many Indiana Fever players do you think are going to be in the top 10 of voting? Let me know that in the comments below as well. Thanks so much for checking out this video. Really do appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will talk to you later.